Hi everybody, welcome to today's session of Each One Teach One, where youth and seniors meet to talk about intergenerational conversations. So today we're gonna watch a movie called Fumilayo Ransom Kuti. It's a great movie actually of a Nigerian lady who is very powerful. He was an educator and a political activist, and she was fighting for women's rights as well. And in every 30 minutes, we're going to take a break and discuss what you guys think about the movie and what you're learning from it. Okay, I also forgot we have some new faces today that have never been here before. So if we can all introduce ourselves so that we can all know each other. My name is Sylvia. I'm an assistant at the Foodbank. I work with Ranti.
Was sick, Grandma Diet was sick. You know, it's good that you guys came up. So much thanks for coming out. And we have Babalola here. He came with a friend.
Her father was a strong inspiration to her. In fact, her father told her that she's the daughter of her life, and she remembered it. And she kept, whatever she does, she remembered that thing that her father told her, that she was the daughter of her life. So it guided her. Even when she came back from abroad, it was, I don't know how to say it, but her guiding, it gave her morale.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Talking about Fumilayo Ransom Kuti, she was a very bold woman. There's nothing she cannot say. She's an example of a woman, a virtuous woman, and very bold, very versatile, and you can see that some of her children took after her. So that's all I can say about her. She was a woman of valor.
So I think
doesn't mean we should allow anybody to intimidate us. She did not allow herself to be intimidated by men. She stood her ground because she knew what she wanted, and she focused on it to achieve it.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. We could see, like she also pointed out, that her father was a great encourager and inspiration to her. We could see from where I joined anyway, we see where the father sat her down and told her a lot of things. Even when she wanted to go to a secondary school, there was only, the one around was for only boys. The father said, we will make it happen. And he actually made it happen. And had been in that school in the midst of boys also helped her to thrive. That thing the father told her now resonated in her, and she now knew that, being in the midst of boys, she cannot be intimidated. Instead, she will walk her way through. And instead of being intimidated, she intimidated them rather. And then we see how She went through her school and then went to England, finished, and so on. That was her life. Even in her family, she was also like that. I know in politics, when she joined politics, she was the only woman. She was the only woman that fought for the independence of Nigeria. She was the only woman amongst others. My own uncle was one of them, and he told us a lot of stories about her. So I wish we could. Anyway, it's late for us. But you know, we need to be telling our grandchildren, our children, certain things. Let it sink.
Yeah, since when they're kids, keep repeating it multiple times.
Because the dad kept telling her, you are the daughter of a lion. Don't give up. Continue the way you're doing.
And she grew up feeling the same way.
And that was the only thing she knew. And that helped her upbringing.
Going further, we can say that she believes in a culture, maybe believe a culture and the traditionalists. You know, when she was introduced to Israel, when Israel introduced her to the family, you know how she was talking about her beliefs in the religion. That's why the white people brought their religion, that we should not forget our own tradition, like Oshango, Ogun, Oya, Oshun, Eshu, which is Satan. Devil, Eshu.
It's an Orisha.
It's not it's an idol. Okay, Eshu.
It's like Shoko.
So eventually, that statement nearly made her to lose that her husband. So she nearly lost him, but God helped her. So she's a believer in the tradition. She's believe in tradition.
What I've seen so far, she's bold enough to face any challenges. So she's a woman of good courage.
Another thing, apart from the fact that she's bold, I wanted to say that, but you know, no matter what we teach our children, the grandmas and the grandpas, when it's time for the children to act, they need to take that step and act. That is one. So she was able to act appropriately based on what the father has taught her. Another thing that we could see from there is that deep inside her, there is that fire in her. She just wants to tell you a spade is a spade and not an agricultural implement. So she just wanted people to know that what can I call that activist fire is in her. Yeah.
First of all, our cultural heritage was brought into play. You see the way they dress, they use the beads and the dancing step. The dancing and the beating of the drum is very registered on the dancers. So anything we are doing, we should listen to the rhythm of the song. During the Buhari era, history was
Buhari was the
ex-president. They cancel history with the curriculum. They don't want the children, they don't want the students to know anything about the history of the country. I'm very happy now. I was told that they are bringing it back because they have their own. Already they've done something that is an abomination to the country. So they don't want anybody to know their root. People that are coming from Niger, settle in Nigeria, they are called Nigeria, and they become the president of the country. How can they love our country more than people that are from Imo or Anambra that are eating apple? So you are saying that you are better than them. That is why they cancel history. So that is that our culture, if you look at our root, and not anything, I know something that we can use to better our lives and the lives of our children here. Now, this woman met her husband in the school. Had it been that he has been in the bush, where he's carrying cocoa and cocoa yam, he's going to fraternize with the laborers there.
Yeah.
But because of her education, she was brought to light. All things that we are saying about her is because of the education that she has. Education is a key. Many of us here that went to school, we met our spouse in the school. For instance, my own husband, I met her in the school. Not in a meeting here. So, when you go out, you will select the best. So let us try as much as possible to give good education to our children. When they are better, we too will enjoy them. I think you hear me.
The person that introduced this 633 and the intention was after 3 years to go to technical school. Obasanjo was president. I'm talking about the minister. The minister of education. So, but it didn't work out. Somebody will come and introduce something good,
And they take
but
it away.
they will kill it at the end of the day. That was
It happens here too. Yeah.
That's the reason that we have this.
And you know what surprised me in Fumilayo's zone? The father was a reverend. Yes. The father, if you watch father, the father was a reverend. And she was also a wise woman. And she was she was a wise woman. And she knew what she was talking about.
Yes, she knew.
No surrender.
Any of my children should try, no matter what age, don't matter your age, you can still do better. And we should keep on encouraging ourselves, following the dreams and the culture. We should not give up. That we do. But if we are convinced, deeply convinced of our actions, of our intents, that will push us to go forward.
As long as you know that there is, you're okay with the risk that you're taking. Yeah, and I think it also teaches to come together, be there for each other. Like there is no classes. It doesn't matter where you come from. We're still the same people. We're still women, and if it's men, they're still men. Like it doesn't. This is in Nigeria, but I think even here in Canada, like I'm Tanzanian, you're Nigerian, you're older, I'm younger, it does not matter, we're still the same people. We can teach each other stuff as long as we're all benefiting. There is no envy anybody just because they're doing better than you and you're not there, you're like, oh, I can't, yeah, that's what I got from it.
There's still more room. She still need much people to achieve this. So she brought all women of different classes just to make sure that they achieve this.
Because even themselves,
so that unity plays the key role there, that we should learn to be united and to really overcome our challenges and obstacles. I also saw how those women, at the first meeting, they were wearing their high-tech, high-class dresses, and then those women were like, are you trying to show us that you're better than us? They couldn't achieve that unity spirit. But when they brought themselves down to the same clothing these women wear, they saw that they were more welcoming, they all understood this, and they were willing to work together as a family.
It is showing that when we unite, we will achieve what we want.
exactly.
No matter whether you are women or men. But what we should know is that we were all taught slaves by our chiefs and the phones. What we are suffering in the hands of white men because of our phones, our chiefs. Some of our forefathers were sent as slaves to them. A phone will force you to go and do this. which is not your choice. And then because they are forced you, we obey because it's the phone, we are suffering. And when they come, they pay them. They give them the baby sums of money. So they turn the villagers slaves to them.
That our children are also brought together the way the senior are together, so that they will know themselves. Because I noticed that these children, they are just indoor. They don't want to associate with anybody. Like if I ask my daughter, hello, come and speak with language. No. I don't know. That one is not okay by me. It's not okay. So your family will say as UK, there will be a day that you need their help or they will need your help. So it's better to know in Nigeria now we are knowing ourselves by saying we are looking for converts, all this type of Christian life. So if it can be done here too, our children to know each other. I learned that they are doing maybe community. I'm not talking of community, but maybe age 40, age 50, or 30 together. So we know each other.
That's true. We actually have platform for that. Like we have the Think platform for where all professionals are. Another way I would say is church. Church is another place that if they are youth, they can come together or party. Abroad is designed in a way that everybody kind of mind their business. Everybody's just on their own. That's how it's designed. The time everybody's working, you're just very busy. Like I've not even seen mommy. Like she came back almost 2 years now. Mommy, 1 year. I've not even seen her. She's back. And my kids have gone to the house, my husband, I've not even seen mommy. So it's just busy. Like I totally agree, we should definitely make a way that we all come together as a community and the kids getting to know each other. And
in Nigeria we used to mind our business. At least we that were doing business, true business, maybe you come to circle or and we know each other.
Stood for what she believes, and just like Awolowo and some great people we have in Nigeria, Ganifa Weyimi, they speak the truth, they don't mind going to prison. Same thing with Fela, he will say what he has to say, he doesn't care about the repercussion. I think what for me is the social justice about this. The more we talk, the more the news will carry it. Then the people start talking about it. People will start understanding and people will start fighting for what is right. And I think that's why Funmilayo stood out. She's a lion, she stands for what she believes, she doesn't care, she speaks her mind, and then she might die. Somebody has to die. And just like Fela died. A lot of great people died for things to be changed, and eventually something will change. So I want to come in from one, we are still going to another one. That's why I wasn't here. Usually I'm the one that I'll be here, welcoming everybody. And I want to thank my co-host. I know she's not Nigerian, so some of the language, but I know that.
But she's a woman.
She's a woman.
She understands what we are.
Yeah, she's learning to now. She said in the next 6 months she'll be speaking Yoruba.
Wow.
She'll be speaking Yoruba, so thank you all. Tuesday.
This week.
It was this Tuesday, so I want us to all say happy birthday to her, stretch our hands to her, pray for her, wish her good life and prosperity.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you.